The Athletics' new park in Vegas does not yet have seats. So what you do is you click a link, you put your email in, you put your credit card in and say, charge me $19.01. And if you then buy tickets when tickets are available, season tickets, you will get credited the 1901 toward the purchase of your season ticket. It is hard for me to explain to you how meaningless this step is. There are many people who'd be willing to put $19 down, and that then enables you to have great PR statements and press releases going forward. I guarantee you. I'm going to give you a wait to see here, Coca, that wasn't part of the show. So get your pen out, get your document out. The Aths franchise will have a press release no later than Monday stating how many season ticket deposits they took once they were on sale Friday. Now, of course, the owner could himself write a check for $100, and that counts as 5 right there. There are ways to make announcements seem like tickets are scarce. Hurry up, get online, give the $19. That's a way we can show baseball and banks that we're going to hit the numbers that we projected to hit in attendance. And then I will tell you that it's not that there is an inverse correlation. That would be too harsh and misleading. But you can bet your sweet bippy there is no direct correlation between the number of deposits you get and then the number of tickets, season tickets, you actually sell. The conversion rate is hardly 1-to-1. I put a deposit on a smart car in Florida when they were first coming to the States. This must have been 20 years ago, Coca, or 15 years ago. You can look it up when smart cars were first made available in the United States. Larry Beinfest, the former president of baseball operations, and I went to the dealership and we said, my God, this is the coolest car ever. Let's get a smart car. And so we put the deposit down. And then our wives at the time said, well, that seems like a terrible idea since you're on the turnpike, you're on 75, you're on 95, you're on the 826, the 836, the 754, and the 911. Smart cars did not exactly become what they are in Europe, what everyone thought they'd become. And guess what? Did not convert my deposit into a car. Instead, I gave as like a donation the $99 deposit I had to make. All of which is meant to say that the excitement of this announcement has to be quashed by the reality of what it means. Now, the number choice just shows you that I do not understand how that franchise thinks. 1901, $19.01 is a purposeful number. That is a number that is meant to reference the year the franchise was founded in Philadelphia. Philadelphia is the first of what would now be many different places where the franchise has been. And I'm just not sure that people in Vegas give a flying rat's pituitary gland about what year the Aths franchise started. So why not make it $20.28? The stadium's going to open in 2028, isn't it? You could get an extra $1.27 from people per seat. And the number of people willing to pay $19.01 right now for a dollar and a dream are definitely going to be willing to pay $20.28. But then when the stadium is delayed by a year, contrary to what the commissioner has said, and everybody else in the project who said, oh, we're on schedule, baby. We're in March. I want them to tell you that it's under a 36-month construction schedule. I want to hear them say it when they give the update tomorrow on construction. Because 36 months is what it takes. I then want them to say that, oh, we're going to be ready in time for April of 2028. And I remind you, the stadium can't be ready for April of 2028. It has to be ready for February of 2028 because you have to do exhibition games. You have to operate the stadium before opening day. You don't just open the doors opening day of a new ballpark and say, oh, I guess we're open for business. And I'm not even talking about the big flush. That's what you do when the stadium's built and you hire school children to come in or people in the community and everyone flushes at the same time, every toilet in the ballpark, to make sure that plumbing is working and you're not blowing up the place or causing a leak. And then you're working every concession stand. You're doing everything, load in, load out. In any case, February of 28 would be the minimum. And that is under 36 months already. The real reason why they didn't want to choose $20.28, I assume, is that they didn't want to have to charge people an extra penny once the stadium gets pushed back to 2029. I guess if they have your credit card, you can write in very small print, should there be a year-long delay in the stadium, we're going to take an extra penny from you. Or maybe they didn't want people to be reminded of the year it was supposed to open. They wanted to be reminded of the year that the franchise first started. There's so much loyalty, obviously, between people in Vegas and when the Philadelphia Athletics started. Maybe I'm being negative, Coca. I don't mean to be negative. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not trying to tell you that if the Aths moved to Vegas, that I'm not going to admit I had it wrong from the start, because I've been telling you that I just don't see how this stadium gets done in Vegas. But the commissioner keeps telling me it's done. The John Fisher keeps saying it's done. The Las Vegas County Stadium Authority, everybody says it's done. I have this weird thing about things being done. I don't believe anybody who says anything's done until I see it in writing and it's signed, and then I see action. I didn't believe that our stadium was going to be done in time for April of 12 until February of 12, when we actually had it open. It is hard to describe the complexity of building a stadium, and ours was built at $500 million. This one's $1.5 billion. I can't even imagine. Are you going to give $19.01 to get on that list so you can be part of the press release? For all the people listening in Vegas, for all the people who have friends in Vegas, call them up. I want everyone to put $19.01 deposit, because I want to see that press release by Monday, because it's an official wait to see that there will be a press release by Monday with the number of ticket deposits taken by the Fs.